Welcome to Emergence with Elira, where we explore the fusion of embodied spirituality, psychology, energetics, self-leadership, and heart-based entrepreneurship. I'm Elira Tichkuti, your guide on this journey into unfolding new social purpose and humanity-driven business paradigm and our own emergence through that. I want to talk about how to build our life, ourselves, and a meaningful body of work that truly resonates with our essence, our integrity, capacity, and extrasensory, sensitive nature, while redefining success in today's world. Well, hello there. If you're the first time and it is the first episode you ever listened from my podcast, welcome. And if you're a regular listener, thank you again for letting me to hop into your ear. I want to talk about a juicy topic and different perspective about it that we don't hear so much talked about. And it's a hot topic called visibility, and especially the challenges, untalked challenges for sensitive, empath, high frequency being, like bright lights, people who want to bring deep awakening work, like deep change in the world, heart-based businesses, these kind of people, like my kind of people. And I think almost everyone in these times are struggling a little bit with visibility. And I just want to bring a little bit perspective that maybe there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe your nervous system, maybe some part of your soul, part of your essence, pick up stuff that you are not aware, you're sensing, but consciously not aware when it comes to big visibility or bigger visibility. For the longest time, I blame myself. I thought, oh my goodness, what I've misalignments, where I need to work in my energetics and my capacity for visibility. But the weird thing, I'm actually very comfortable to be visible. I realize it's not my capacity of visibility. It's what I attract when I become visible. And then again, yes, there is some truth that you have to do inner work, that the world is a mirror, that the clients, the audience you attract based on, your inner alignment and energetics. But there's another part that nobody talks about, is when you start to be more visible, when you go into the lounges, when you show yourself more into the world, in the online world especially, you attract all kind of negative things too. You attract everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. Because you, like this lighthouse, suddenly turned on. And everyone wants a lighthouse. Everyone wants body where they can have purification, where they can transmute, their patterns, their loops they're in. So you attract in visible and invisible world all kind of energies. And that kind of visibility can be very draining and very dangerous. And we were not taught to prepare for that. We were not taught to hold that. So visibility in these times, a spiritual, conscious person who knows what's going on in the world, you also amplify the radar of it's like number one thing that attracts all kind of unwanted energies too. And you can do as much inner work to have the best ideal clients and alignment, but it's more than that. It's just a world we're living right now. I shared with you before, and especially those who are in my Telegram group, who know my story, my shares, my behind the scenes of my launches. I've been attacked almost every launch with negative energies. Visible and invisible. Like every time I go and launch, and now I've been 6 years of continuous launching, every lounge without exception, I become like visible magnet, piece of meat for all kind of energies. And more powerful program I'm bringing, more powerful impact I'm bringing, more I'm stepping in my own power with these offers, more I am attacked, more I am disturbed, more I am interfered. It's like everything gets out of balance a little bit. Technology, all kind of energetics coming around, people exploding around me. Things is one thing after another trying to stop me. And then it goes through my vulnerabilities. And let's be honest, we are humans as well. And if you have a little bit more vulnerable day or you're a bit more tired, you become attacked even more. You become even bigger target for all kind of energies. Some people like to call it entities. I just feel it's energies, it's the beings, it's energetics. Like I can see the energetics of it. I can feel those other forces trying to interfere in all kind of possible and impossible ways. And then if you have those more vulnerable days, maybe, you initiated and stuff personally, then lounges are always a little bit stretchy. You become like literally like more of the targets to these forces. They will come through your mind. They will come through all things you don't like about yourself or you feel or your beliefs that they can sneak in. And if they cannot get there, they will go through your closest people. For years, I never understood why there's always someone who makes drama for me in my personal life just before I have to go online and do like seminar or something. So visibility for bright souls is no joke. And when I explored successful people, like these pioneers of this new earth, some kind of really non-conventional coaches or change makers or visionaries that managed to achieve some sort of success, they always were a little bit invisible, and then they just started to expand through circle of referrals or some sort of, a little bit not being in the front seat of the world. And somehow the momentum happened and somehow those energies didn't even notice. They were smart about it. And I'm sure they've been attacked as well. But that was my take. I'm not saying this universal truth, but that's my observation in my world. And I'm sharing this because a lot of people, when it comes to visibility, they have this contraction in the body. Like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. And I want to bring that perspective in you. Visibility is also like octopus with 25 legs. There are so many layers into it. But this time I just want to take this perspective. What if nothing is wrong with you? What if you just pick up subconsciously in your nervous system, knowing that when you turn your light on to be brighter, you know you will attract all kind of things that you don't want to, all kind of energies you don't want to deal with. You just want peace and quiet. What if your body is just trying to communicate with you and protect you from all of that? And if you decide to go and do that work, anyway, if you decide to go in that bigger visibility, one thing I discovered is really needed is to be very conscious, very self-caring during that period, very receptive to all nuances that is happening. And especially take care of yourself in your low days, because this is where you're becoming like a snack, like easy target. How often when we have like a bad day, we start like hammering ourselves, we go spiral down. We mentally criticize ourselves. This is where we just weaken and open the field even more to all those energies, to sabotages. So we have to be our best friend in these days. We have to pamper, take care of ourselves most in these days. So that's number one. Secondly, when you prepare for the lounge, like give yourself extra spaciousness, give yourself time before and time after the lounge or that bigger visibility event. So it doesn't happen too much too soon, too fast of everything for you. It's very intense period for people like us, because there's so much more going on that your like human mind can pick up. So give spaciousness for all these things to take place, so you notice. Otherwise they sneak in and you pick up all kind of dead energy, you pick up all kind of interferences from all these non-human beings, and you spiral down and you traumatize yourself, but also you like become a sponge. This is not the visibility you want, right? So another thing is your capacity. And you know that's the word I love so much. But you have to build the capacity for bigger visibility. You have to build capacity to hold all these attractions you want and you don't want. You have to be such a strong in your spine, in your core, in knowing yourself. So you can recognize, first of all, what's yours or what is not. But also handling all what comes with that visibility. That's why I'm encouraging to build that visibility slowly, bit by bit. Also trusting yourself and your body of visibility formats that feels right, that your body opens up and your heart like, okay, that feels good. Your nervous system says, okay, that I can do. That feels safer. Trust that. You don't have to do social media, or not in the viral way, to go with visibility. Social media is like the nest for all these energies. And you have to find the right relationship with that. Also, more you step into your light, more you step into your radiance, more you will attract people who are not embodied in their authenticity, not embodied in their radiance. You trigger them as well. So it's very, very important also to build the capacity to disappoint people, build capacity to trigger people and be okay with that. Not to make a meaning about your work, not to make a meaning about your mission, about your expression and freedom of expression, especially in these times we're living right now. So you have to navigate visibility with a bigger perspective. Nothing is wrong with you. There are no right or wrong ways. And keep in mind, you're navigating way deeper waters that maybe other people do. Maybe that's why it looks for other people, business goes easier and faster, because they are not attracting what you attract. Maybe their light is not so bright and they don't have to deal with these things as much. So give yourself a credit. You have to have a badass boundaries. More empathic, more deeper sensing person you are, more boundaried you need to be. There's no other way around. And if you sense that your boundaries are not as strong as they should be, not clear as they should be, this is where you also maybe feel that visibility is, or your body may feel that visibility is not the right thing for you because it knows the cost. And maybe you not consciously, but your body knows. And I'm sharing this because I want consciously for you not to do what you probably learn to do. The more you go radiant, you attract all these things, all these energies, all these projections you don't know how to deal with, and you like, whoop, shrink it down. And you do that, why? Because then they don't touch you. It's kind of safe space. But it's also boring life, not like really full life. So you also have to have that capacity, that self-leadership, that inner strength when these things start to happen, not to give up, not to back down, not to shrink down. You let everyone rise towards you. You set the standard. you're free. You claim the space. And what I learned with these events where I get more visible, it's sometimes like a war. You're going in an energetic war. Yes, you're going physically, you're sharing your gifts, your point of view, but energetically sometimes it feels like a war. And you have to claim your space and you don't back down. And they give up. And they learn their boundaries. And they learn that, okay, I cannot do anything about it. I couldn't find a hook. But a lot of highly sensitive, high frequency beings are often very disembodied. And this becomes their vulnerability in these times when they go more visible. So in a way that you are not visible yet to the level you want to be with your work can simply be the energetic protection. Look at it like the more expanded version of you trying to protect you from going to places and holding things that you don't have capacity yet to hold sustainably. Look at it as you don't give your credit card with unlimited amount of money, unlimited spend, to 10 years old person, little human who just doesn't have capacity yet to understand and hold that financial responsibility. So I want to bring this perspective, bring this contemplation that maybe you are not visible just as yet because it's maybe energetic protection for your own good. Maybe it's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're too good, and you just need to build that capacity, that awareness, what bigger visibility actually brings. Because we're conditioned in a way that we have to be more visible. And yes, that brings clients, that brings reflections you need, that brings connections, that brings money, that brings your body of work to life, right? That's what we want essentially. But what I'm learning more and more, there's one thing, visibility, and another thing is irrelevant visibility. And after experiencing and discovering all of that, what all this radiance of mind coming out in the world brings, I am more and more tailoring my life, my business, my boundaries around very relevant visibility, like focused visibility, but also building better and better capacity to hold what it takes to be more radiant, more visible in this world. I don't want you to re-traumatize yourself while building business, while coming out there in the world with your heart, with your gifts, with your essence, with your radiance. I'm inviting you to be smarter and also shift that autopilot that especially empathic, deeply feeling, highly, let's say, spiritual people, very bright souls. I don't know what's the right name, but you know what I mean by that. We were conditioned probably the most to doubt ourselves. We're the first one to doubt ourselves. We're the first one to think what's wrong with us. Because the world, as it is, a society, was not built for us. We were bombarded the most that we're wrong. It's something wrong with us. It's not correct. The way we are, the way we want to be, the way we want to express. So that's the autopilot we go. And I just want gently unravel that and to look at, what if it's not true? What if nothing is wrong with you? Actually, everything is very much right with you. The visibility doesn't happen because of other reasons. Because you also maybe have to look not what's wrong with you, but how to prepare to hold more. To hold more of you, to hold more of your body of work, of your sacred work. And that's a very different perspective to look in the visibility. And also ask yourself not how to be more visible, but how to be visible more relevant way for relevant people, relevant places. That relevant visibility you want to attract to be even more fine-tuned and focused. Especially in these times, it's so important. Let me know how this resonates with you, how that touches you, and please share with someone who needs to hear that at this time in life. And thank you for going with me in this journey of emergence in these very interesting times we are living in. And now give yourself a moment and feel your body. Close your eyes and let this information, this episode, go through your body, anchor in your body. Let it feel how it touches you and what sensations it brings up.